Day 836, being Christopher Cruz. Just got off a coaching call. God is so good. This is just never-ending goodness. Literally, God is just never-ending goodness. So just got on a call. It's our first call we've done in 3 weeks about. And so, yeah, this is with the client where, I talked to her about you can't live into your purpose without God, and she got super upset, and it was like one of the worst coaching calls I've had, and made me question, can I actually coach these people? Do I actually have what it takes? And then the next call we get on, she's like, my heart is cracked open a little bit to Jesus. And I was like, what? And crying and everything. And so I got on the call with her, and it's so interesting because at the beginning of the call, I was sitting there and I was just thinking she was talking and she's going to be on the call with Warriors of God. And I just thought for a moment, I don't know if she's ready to be on the call. And the reason why I thought that is because it was just like she's such an awesome person, and there's just this level of inauthenticity and some pride, and those two things combined, and I was just like, oh man, people are just gonna, she's not gonna click with people. And I was like, oh man, maybe I messed up by inviting everyone. Maybe I should have thought about this more, but I know she's here to do something great. I know she's a warrior of God. And so I just left that thought, and then we would continue to move forward talking about the problem she's meant to solve. And we get down to the core of the problem, and the problem she's meant to solve is disconnection in this world. And that the fakeness and the inauthenticity and the pride comes from, that's the way that she has dealt with being so disconnected and feeling like she's alone. And it just made the most brilliant sense ever. And the most of the call, she's laughing, and which didn't make any sense because we're talking about really not good stuff. We're talking about all the problems in the world and her family, but that was just the disconnection, because when you're disconnected, there's 3 levels of disconnection: being disconnected from others, being disconnected from yourself, and then being disconnected from God. And so there was so much disconnection. And then I'm like, okay, here's the deal. The problem you're meant to solve in the world is disconnection. And then gave her examples: her mom, her sister, her blah, blah, blah. And her whole energy changed. She actually leaned in. It was just, her eyes changed. Everything changed. And then it was just oh, there you are. And then I told her, I'm like, it's crazy because at the beginning of this call, I was like, maybe we should wait to have you join League or Warriors of God. And then I was like, but this is who they need. Not the disconnected, prideful, version of you. They need this. They need your heart. They need love. And God just kept showing me answers. And it was just such a powerful call. At the end of it, I was like, dang. And we talked a lot about God, and it all made so much flawless sense. It's crazy what God is doing on these calls. I thought the calls were good before Christmas, and then I took 3 weeks off, and I was scared that the calls wouldn't be as good. They're significantly better because there's a lot more God in them, and God is just revealing things, just revealing brilliant things that I could never see on my own. I just could never see them on my own. And he's just revealing them, and it's just wow. And I know she was just rocked, and I was rocked, and it was just dang. So, yeah. So powerful. So powerful. So she's really excited for the call tomorrow. I'm excited for her to be on the call tomorrow. And I was just thinking about this call, like the group of people that are going to be on that call is just, it's crazy to me. Like, you know, I wanted to control it and only have like believers who are on fire for God there, which out of all my clients, that would have been 4 or 5 people. And now there's going to be 15, and it's all walks of life. People are on fire for God, people who are lukewarm for God, and people who are doubtful and not believers, but are open to it. And so, it feels like messy. It feels messy. It does not feel clean. It does not feel controlled. And, you know, I've been watching The Chosen, which is the really good show about Jesus and his life. And like, I look at the people who are going to be in Warriors of God, and I look at the disciples, and it's like, yeah, the group of disciples, it was messy. You know, it was messy, but look at how, I mean, they changed the world. And I feel like that's how I see people in Warriors of God. Like, we're all messy, but we have the biggest hearts. And because of that, because of our hearts and because of God, we will change the world. And so it's just like, I need to embrace the messiness. I need to embrace it and really lay the foundation that this is family. Like, and this is not group coaching. This is not a tribe. This is not a Facebook group. This is a family. And you don't give up on family. You don't quit on family. Like, you stick with family, no matter how challenging they are, no matter how frustrating they are, no matter what they say, no matter what they do. Like, you still continue to love them through it because they're family. And I need to help everyone understand that that's what this is. And I think that's what is really going to separate this from all the other programs out there, because it's really going to be family. And people are going to look at people as if it's their family. And, you know, so many of us, we are isolated. You know, everyone that I'm coaching, they're pretty isolated. And I know we all feel, you know, a level of loneliness. I'm really grateful because I don't really feel that. Every once in a while, kind of, but for the most part, not really. But I do feel isolation. I feel isolated. But I know a lot of these people they feel isolated and they feel lonely. And to be able to bring them into a family of people that they're going to click with, it's just exciting. It's just exciting to see what the dynamic's going to be. I still don't even know what the heck I'm going to do. But yeah, I'm just going to roll with it and go from there. So I know God's going to do something big. I don't know what it is. I don't want to think about it too much because it's going to make me nervous, because I don't have the answers and I don't have a plan and I don't have a presentation to go over and I don't have this and I don't have that. And so, yeah, it's a little nerve-wracking, but I just got to trust God. God's got this, of course, as always. So, yeah. So in an hour, I have my 100X family call, which I'm not really sure what that is, but it's part of my coaching program. It's a family call every Tuesday. And then right after that, I have a call with the prayer team from church to do our weekly call. So a lot today. Yeah, but everything changes tomorrow. My whole life changes tomorrow, because after tomorrow I'm launching the Warrior Wake Up Call, which Monday through Friday I'm jumping on a Zoom and I'm for 10 to 20 minutes teaching, encouraging, inspiring at 6 a.m. in the morning, Monday through Friday. I have to be there. I'm the one running it. these people are relying on me. Time to be a leader. Time to lead warriors of God. So my days of waking up late are about to be numbered forever. What am I getting myself into? What am I getting myself into? I am like literally jumping in the deep end and backing myself in a corner that I cannot get out of. So, but I know that's exactly what I need, because I have not lived into my potential, because I have been hiding, been isolating myself from the world, and I have not been leading a tribe. And one thing that I know is when I lead a group of people, that's when the best me comes out and stays out. So I've seen that time and time and time again. And yeah, it's time. It's time to make it happen. Part of the old me is going to die tomorrow and never be resurrected. Oh, there's like this anticipation and this fear of like what that's gonna look like. Ugh. So much of my mediocrity is going to have to die tomorrow. Yep. Well, that's all I have to say about that.